Today I will discuss the American colonial government and part 2 political changes and policies. Introduction. When the United States established the colonial rule in the Philippines, it introduced significant political changes and implemented various policies aimed at restructuring the government and governance systems. These changes shaped the political landscape of the country during the American period and had lasting effects on its political development. Key political changes. Establishment of civil government. Initially, the U.S. governed the Philippines through military rule. In 1901, civil government was established, marking a shift towards civilian administration. William Howard Taft served as the first civil governor. This transition aimed to bring stability and introduce democratic principles. Creation of government branches. The government was organized into three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. Following the American system, the executive branch was headed by the governor general appointed by the U.S. President. The legislative branch initially had a Philippine Commission appointed and later added the Philippine Assembly, elected by Filipinos, giving locals a limited voice in law making. The judicial system was structured to follow American legal procedures. True, some local laws and customs were still recognized. Division of administrative units. The country was divided into province, municipalities, and various, each with its own set of officials. While top officials were appointed by the American government, local positions gradually became elective, allowing Filipinos to participate in local governance. Major policies. Policy of assimilation. The U.S. aimed to integrate the Philippines into its political and social system. This involved promoting American culture, education, and values, with the belief that Filipinos would eventually be ready for self-governance. English was introduced as the medium of instructions and official language to facilitate communication and governance. Philippine Bill of 1902. This law served as the basic framework of government. It defined the powers and duties of government officials, guaranteed basic rights and liberties to Filipinos, and provided for the establishment of a popularly elected legislative body. It is also set conditions for future independence, too. No specific timeline was given at the time. Jones Law of 1916, also known as the Philippine Autonomy Act. This was significant policy that declared the intention of the U.S. grant independence to the Philippines once a stable government was established. It expanded Filipino participation in governance by making both houses of the legislature elective, giving Filipinos greater control over local affairs. Conclusion. The political changes and policies introduced by the American colonial governments transformed the Philippines political system. They established structures and practices that are still evident today, such as the separation of powers and the organization of local governments. While these policies were parts of a colonial agenda, they also laid the foundation for the country's eventual independence and shaped its democratic institution.